Okay, so we have this guy fully assembled and out of his packaging. So, what can I say? It's really, really nice. Some people have done some side-by-side comparisons with this guy and the Aggressive series in general alongside their Takara Tomy counterparts that came out originally for Genesis. And these, in terms of detail, do look a lot nicer. I just wish they were a little bit bigger in terms of scale, but overall, not a lot to complain about. The articulation on this guy is absolutely unreal. So his head is on a ball joint there. There's another joint in his neck that moves side to side. I'm trying to be extremely gentle because while this is a figure that's fully assembled and posable, I can't emphasize enough that you should be very delicate when it comes to handling this guy, just like you would your high-end master model. So his mouth opens and closes. We saw the cockpit is really interesting because it has a hinge that sort of folds up like that. You could see that in there to reveal the cockpit. So that's a really cool design. In terms of aesthetics and design, this actually is my favorite of the Genesis Ligers, my favorite of the three stages. I like how the Murasame Liger has the blade going across the back that can fold down to either side. This one, the accessories it comes with are two blades, one large and one small. They go on either side of its front legs, and it also has the tail that pegs into the back that has a very, and I just unpegged it, of course. I'm not even going to bother to mess with that. It's flexible, so you can basically pose that however you want, but it just pegs it in the back weirdly. There's a little flap that opens and closes back here where you can peg it in. Well, it looks like boosters are back here, which are also on their own joints. They move up and down. I feel like I'm handling a porcupine when I touch this thing because there's so many points and spikes and edges on this thing. It's like, how do you even hold this thing? How do you even manipulate it? So he also has a joint there at the upper part of his torso and then back here at his waist, just like the high-end master models do, and that they move up and down as well in this section, so you can kind of get some really crazy poses going on there. And then obviously the legs have joints at the hips, knees, and the feet move side to side as well. If I can demonstrate that, there we go. So crazy, crazy, crazy amounts of detail and articulation with this guy. Let me see if I can get him into some crazy poses. Okay, I took some pictures of him in various different poses. I'll probably put those up on the Facebook page later. This is not the best lighting, so I may set something up later where I can take some good pictures and post them. So, guys, check out the Facebook page for that. But overall, I'm very satisfied with this guy. He just looks so cool, and it's really awesome to have any kind of merchandise from Genesis because we really don't get anything. And like I said, we never got anything in the U.S., and what we did get in Japan is very, very hard to find, even among collectors. So let's quickly do a little size comparison. So here he is next to the, you can keep in mind he's 1/100 scale. So here he is next to the 1 1/44 scale Modeler Spirit Series Shield Liger. And then here he is next to the 1/72 scale Hasbro Koenig Wolf. So as you can see, he's like right in between there. And obviously I think everyone's favorite scale is the 1/72 scale. The 1/100 scale is a little bit weird. Like, we're not used to that. It's very different. But it does look really nice. It manages to be well articulated and posable and detailed and not be, as small as the little Modeler Spirit Series guys. Although, like I said before, I cannot emphasize enough how much I really do like these little guys, the Modeler Spirit Series, because of their build quality and all that. This guy we didn't even have to build. He was already pre-built like that. So that's about all I have to say about this guy. He's kind of difficult to find. I have the Murasame Liger on my Amazon wish list, and the Mugen Liger, the third form, is a little bit newer, so it may be a little more easy to find. But they can range between $45 to $80, so that's kind of your price range for the most part. So keep an eye out for a good deal. You may have to have this guy imported if you live in Europe or in the US. But Yeah, I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. So next time, the next Zoids video we're going to be looking at is hopefully going to be the Dark Spiner with the Killer Dome attachment, assuming I can dig those boxes out of storage, and we'll have that ready hopefully next weekend.